There it goes with number 4, Colonial Nation. We've got the achievement, not MANSA MUSA, not yet. Abu Bakr II's ambition. So maybe New World is not fully ours, but it's pretty Mali's culture. And the borders here keep improving. Welcome back to our Mali campaign, where our goal is to get 2 achievements. One, to have 4 colonial subjects in South America, and second, MANSA MUSA, to send a 10k ducats to a great power without having a single loan or being bankrupt. That's not gonna be easy, but you can see that in the first 38 years we united the whole region. And autonomy is very much organized, and most of the princes are court. We have lots of manpower, lots of money, and lots of force limit. And goal for today is to start colonizing and catch up with the technologies. The first step that I will do is a mission that I got from the nobility to subjugate Morocco, which should be extremely easy. We have Royal Emirates, that's a -1 step. Ooh, yeah, I might want to wait for the Royal Marriage to end or to boost our stability first. I think I can attack in like 3 months because I'll be having enough army mana to step up immediately. Just, you know, with our amount of money, we should start investing in the higher level advisors, especially on admin where I'm behind. Let's start looking for... Oh, this guy's 50% cheaper. Let's go for this boy. So it's 3 points monthly. Here... Let's go for this boy, so it's gonna 3-2-2, and the money is still great. Now see, subjugation casus belli, and stabbing back, just 47 points. Also, as I have so many modifiers to stab costs, why don't I go and take cheaper advisors from all of the states? I should also take the mill points. I will take it after the war, but for now just cheaper advisors. Annexation of Morocco is very useful because not only they have all of these provinces, but more importantly they have all of the scores. Now, as Tunis might not like us anymore soon, and well, I need connection to Morocco, I'm keeping 1000 troops on their land so they cannot cancel military access. Mr. Mamelouk, I really need maps of Maghreb and also then a map of Iberia, because I was thinking a lot. I can't keep my trade in Ivory Coast, it's always gonna leak as hell. That's why my goal long term is to move my main node to Sevilla. Catching up in admin tech is not a problem because we've got so many tech cost modifiers. I'm only paying 268 points for that. With tech 5 on admin at last, I can unlock exploration ideas. Let's just go ahead. Quest for the New World, besides allowing me to start exploring, should give me a mission, which is Mr. of Komamadi, that gives me the quest for the Lost Fleet, which gives me an explorer for free and plenty of sailors. I'm also able to take Tech 7 military, but without the institution it just costs me so much. I mean 736. I think I'm gonna for now just develop. Discovering South America gives me search for the Lost Fleet, which is long discovered, and that gives us -1000 sailors, but I just got more. Send Pernambuco to Mali as a core with plenty of development, right culture and right religion. Look, we are in the New World. 14 development here. I'm wondering if I got this bonus as well. And there goes the first colonist, which I cannot send anywhere yet because I don't see these provinces. But here I will go for the assimilation chance. I'm immediately starting search for the 7 cities as well. And you know, I can afford to colonize at the same time, so just cancel this one and send another maybe to this trade center. I just don't have ranch yet, so just start with this one as I want to create a claim on Tapuya. Should also allow us to take some bonuses from here. Plenty of assimilation bonuses from Ulema, from Amirs, colony cost modifier, and from the merchant guilds. I have 2 of this taken already. Tier 3 guarantee for is definitely gonna be one focused on exploration. There's a very interesting mission that requires us to reach Europe, so I have 10% trade power in Sevilla, so I send them some ships here, and in exchange I'm gonna get 5 mercantilism, 33% trade power abroad and 10% trade range. The Portuguese trade contracts gives me a bonus until the end of the game for CAF cost and 3% trade efficiency. By building up a colonizing doesn't mean I cannot expand. That's why I'm about to attack Congo. I'm just thinking if I should wait with doing that until I get tech 7 on admin, because how we do is with institution. See, institution is just not coming anytime soon. We could play around with subjects here. You know, I prefer to play around with admin mana. Let's wait for the technology, then I'm gonna attack Mali. Third gold mine developed to 10 because that's what this requires me to do. Now I'm only lacking trade station. Oh no! Is it here? Yes, it's... That's Diplotech 14! No! Well, at least I increased my income with gold to 30 and total almost to 100. There goes tech 7. It costs a bit too much, but I'm soon to get Renaissance from Tunis. And I'm very likely to get Colonials for myself. Let's just go ahead and take second idea group, which is gonna be something from the military ones, based on our mana generation. And honestly, as none of these ideas give us like really decent bonus that we need, I'll go ahead and take quality, because it gives a bit of naval quality which we'll need to get into Iberia. Let's just go ahead and start the conquest of Congoria. Their army quality is actually very decent. If they reinforce properly with their allies, I would have lost that badly. That's now that they started going to different directions, I'll try catching some of the smaller stacks. Now that I have 2 ideas unlocked, I'm still behind, but not that much anymore in the technology. I will start reducing our inflation below 10%, so the balance keeps increasing. And guess where Colonial just started? In the Benin. Well, it seems to be a perfect province to start colonies, especially with all of these PowerPoints coming to us. And how close are we to embrace this institution? Not close, it will be spreading now. From Congo I want all of these provinces, so pretty much everything that was in the Ivory Coast, plus a trade center in Congo, which I want to add to trade company, same as these provinces around here. That should not be enough to give me merchants. This is 29 in Congo, 31 in Guinea, so in theory if I decrease these trade centers I could do that, but I only need 1 additional merchant. I'll focus my expansion in the merchants around here. Let me just start with the investments from this, and then later I also improve the trade center. How it is right now, 42 with this. It's 47, yeah, just the trade center improvement. And most importantly, Mamluks. I'll ask them to break alliance with Tunis, but first I need to break alliance by myself, and after the truce ends, I'm gonna ask them and attack Tunis. Otherwise, they would re-ally after a few years. While colonizing with 2 colonies in the New World, I'm also gonna start colonizing the provinces around here, as we need to keep it for ourselves. There goes our first colony. That's not gonna be Mali and Brazil, it's gonna be New Mali. And I'll go for the self-governing colony, because it has an additional colonies when it hits 10 provinces. Or even right away. So this way they are gonna colonize whole Brazil. Why myself, I'll start focusing on La Plata now. Or maybe, let's see our range. Yeah, I'll even start going this way. To get into Quito and start expanding there. Also have enough provinces in the New World now that are cores to get 800 ducats, a colonies and settlers chance. Komamadi's ambition. So this will help me out to get more colonies around here. And once they have so much money, I will send 2 colonies at the same time. So I'll be working on 5 colonies. I know that's maybe 30 ducats I am spending on them, but I still have 8 ducats of balance. So Mr. Tunis, this is the end. Let's immediately declare the war on them on reconquest. And we're gonna make Morocco great again. This piece is not only gonna give a couple of provinces to Morocco, but also it gives me borders with Portugal, a direct border, and another gold mine. At last, we are embracing colonialism. Next step is to embrace Renaissance, but it's coming from the provinces that I just conquered. At least right now I could take this. Still too expensive. I was expecting Spain or Portugal to be first in Ivory Coast. No, It's Holland. The last quality idea is giving me discipline. Actually, I got another discipline from national idea, so it's already 110%. But also policy, empirical speed and land attrition, which is like nothing game changing. As I do not have resources yet to handle Portugal, England and Spain at the same time, instead I'm gonna make a claim with Iraq, declare war on them, and get into war with Portugal at the same time. So ideally, we will separate peace Portugal, breaking their relations and maybe even taking these provinces. So, from Portugal, we want to destroy their fleet. So it won't be a problem in the future wars, especially if you combine them with the other nations. The question is, can we win? Okay, we won, but with some losses. So, over here I want to break the relations with both England and Spain. And then I want these 4 provinces. See, we are not there yet, unless we don't take Melilla. Melilla is not needed, right? Yeah, let's just go for this and some money. With the institution embraced, I can very easily come back in the technologies and be up to date very soon, because the current technologies in the world are pretty much 10. You remember that the Tech 9 on Diplo, we can study the technologies. That's why we're gonna start building spy network on Spain to get the cheaper tech once I take this. So now with this tech taken and a bit of spy network, I can take tech 10 on admin for 4% cheaper, while the military one for also 4% cheaper, but no rush. We can wait for Spain to take tech 11 here and get more spy network. And of course we have second great power, but it's just 7 development below Spain itself. My second colony is just created, which is gonna be La Malia, and that's another self-governing colony, so they're gonna colonize a lot by themselves. It also allows me to start sending colonies here for a gold mine and get a border with these natives, so we might get ready to get into our 5th colony. 5th? 1, 2, 3? It's on the way, right? 4th. Ooh. I've got a 10% discipline for our advisor. It's honestly a bit too early. I'll go for prestige on top of that. It's just for 6 years. If you use it, we use it against Spain. Let's just start gathering troops around here. It's like 5 years too early. They found my diplomat. It's time to take. You can see I'm at tech 10 already, which is the same technology as Spain, and the idea group that I'm gonna pick here is, for now I'm gonna pick humanities because it might cause us an event for idea cost. Tier 5 guarantee form is actually gonna be also useful for the war against Spain, as that's the military focused idea group, and I don't know what to pick here. So go either for the artillery cost and the barrage cost, or the naval stuff to beat Spain, because I'm not so sure I can beat them. I might just be willing to rush Gibraltar. I'll go for the navy bonus, because I want to get Sevilla with my main node here. I want to combine these lands to have a better name placement, and want to get the achievements. That's my goals for today's episodes. So the better navy is gonna be definitely useful to get that. And about this, let's also take, I don't have any galleys, chance to capture enemy ships. To make the situation more funny, I'm actually taking Miltech 11 before Spain. You see, I'm up to date already. What's the problem with the technologies? So I really want to take advantage of that. Let's attack Spain, get some help from the Mamluks, especially to deal with Venice, which I'm not sure if it's big or not. Let's go for the conquest. I could go for Arguin, but no, I will go for Gibraltar, as that's the easiest war goal for us, and I'm sending... Let's see how the naval battle goes, because I'm not sending anything. I have a better morale. Maybe it's a bit of a waste on my side to use transport ships, but it's fine. They're also using some. How's the morale of the ships? They're alright. On their side, see. Oh no, this one is about. No, it's already fleet. I have also a flagship, which they don't, and you see they started losing ships. Just run away. They've lost one, I've lost none. I'll fix and try again, and until we've crossed, it should be doable. Yeah, see, they are fixing right now, so they are not bothering me. Let me go and cross to Gibraltar and keep fixing the ships. In this kind of situations, can go and just get this 30% guy out of here. Go and attack and wipe these Cuban ships, and that might be of use to steal some ships from them. After all, I took a bonus for that, and I took some trade ships, which might be not of huge use for us. In the meantime, in the New World, I pretty much need only 5 princes here for the achievement. Let's just go for them. Now that's my favorite moment, killing their heavy ships. See, they have 4 heavy ships in this stack, another one here. I could even take over some of them with a bit of luck. We did take over. Yes, now we have 6 heavy ships. In the meantime, we finished annexation of Morocco, which makes our borders even better. And I got to organize their army that they took over. I have a feeling that it's like a classical Spanish AI. 100k troops, and there's some random places like the New World, because no one is here, like, really. Well, even if they had army, look, 125% discipline thanks to an event for another few years versus 105%. Now I can see Europe. A big Zlewikk, England having issues with Scotland, but I'm pretty sure they win because there are no forts here. Venice is actually, and these Ottomans. I think Mamluks are alive just only thanks to us, because they're allied to us. Most interesting is this Venice has 120,000 troops. This is the biggest army in the world. It actually is. They have more troops than the... They have 100,000 mercs. What is their income? Well, it's just 77. Well, maybe they have lots of mercs, but they are not so willing to fight. Look, I'm just annihilating briefly Naples, which is their Spanish personal union. They did absolutely nothing while they just watched me doing that. Well, 25% discipline is not working too well for them. This is almost a stack. It was close. Let's see what we do with these boys here. Also fairly close to a stack wipe, but do I really have to go to Italy? Or you know what, I'll just not take Granada in this peace deal. Just got out of this. This is plenty of AE anyway, especially in France. That's fine, we have to get ready for the Portuguese war, and all of these provinces, they're going to a trade company. So I told you, I want this to be my main node, so let's invest into that. Third colonization is here, and that's Colombia. I'll just also be self-governing. So now, we only miss a colonization in Peru, but I need the coring range to cover these provinces first, and to do that, La Malia has to cover the provinces. You know what, I'll just take expansion to have additional colonists to get these terrains a bit faster to clean these borders. Immediately attacking Portugal once Cyprus ended. They are guaranteed by Spain, but I'm trying to piece them out immediately out of this war. So Mr. Spain, come on, just white piece me for a shorter truce. Thank you, let's go focus on Portugal now. From Portugal, we need the 2 trade centers, support and Lisboa, as well as most of the Brazilian provinces. Just highlight our expansion, you can see Holland and Savoy could join the coalition, but it's December, and especially if I take here the improved relation guy, which is the Kuznagas expansion 2.7 yearly, and we wait till the end of December, peacing out. After the year tick, most of them won't be able to join the coalition anymore, it's just France. Oh, this is an unexpected view. Moscow, are you alright? Half occupied by Poland, half by Timurids. Yeah, it's 2 different wars. Polish conquest of Naval and Timurid conquest of Kiva. Oof. As told you, provinces and borders are crucial for me in this campaign. That's why I'm colonizing everything here to colonize the wastelands. But also that's why I attack Holland. And I guess you're just keeping the war goal here and blockading the ports, which should be enough in the next month to peace now for these 3 provinces. 1 more month from here. Our economy is in general also booming at this point. That's why we repaid all of the loans and we are starting to save our 10k ducats for the achievement. Perfect part of the new privileges that came the last patch is promote merchant against bookkeeping, which gives interest per annum, state maintenance, but also inflation reduction. So I can reduce inflation for just 47 points if I want to. It's high time to move our main nodes to Sevilla. So instead of 51% of trade power, we should have a bit more, because remember, we had a modifier, which is right now gone, for minus 70 trade power here because it wasn't our main node. So after a month think now, so you have 71% power in Sevilla, which means I can start selling from Ivory Coast instead of keeping the trade power here. And same for Safi. So it's already 88 with this change. And this too should also help a little bit. So instead of 88, it's right now 85. So actually it's not so worth. I think Safi is more worth to collect, but this I'll still transfer. Our income is now almost 200, so it looks pretty good. And I could invest to make this ball level 3, why not? How about this one? Local trade power, not so useful. Oh yeah, now that I'm collecting in Safi, it's actually 90. There it goes with number 4, Colonial Nation. We've got the achievement, not MANSA MUSA, not yet. Abu Bakr second's ambition. So maybe New World is not fully ours, but it's pretty Mali's culture. And the borders here keep improving. And the last two steps is first of all to get to 10,000 ducats and send them to Mamluks. But then also to get these provinces, this, maybe a bit more in Sevilla. So why don't we declare war on France to get Cape Coast? And let's I'll let the ticking wars go win this war, unless we get access to get to them, which I don't think is gonna happen. Something that I'm doing to make sure that this country is actually colonized by themselves is sending them subsidies. With both Portuguese and Spanish fleets destroyed, it's time for the French one now. I probably should not use any transport ships in this fleet, but it really doesn't matter. They don't even fight because they're just in reserves. With French fleet destroyed, how about their army? The worst part is that I just lost the discipline advisor, so I have the same. Their morale is massive compared to ours. Let's see how it goes though. It goes really hard. We need a better advisor here. At least they've run away, but we are on the way to lose this battle. I really only need these 3 princes from them. I can take 600 ducats on top of that. You just need me to take 3 forts, including Paris, and blockade some ports. Easy peasy. Even the losses were very similar in the war. At last, I colored the wasteland in the middle of Africa. It's almost perfect, but we're not there yet. Another war with Portugal turned out to be far more bloody than I expected. I think it's the most bloody war we've had so far. 160k of their died, 90k of our troops as well, but 60k of my own. And that should be enough to wipe Spain out of it, I think. Yeah, how about peace out for Aragon and Sao Tome? So we take our African provinces. How about we kill them in this province and peace out? This is the last peace I'm doing today. Portugal, taking most of their colonies and bunch of lands in Europe. That's alright with aggressive expansion. This Mali is just now beautiful. Let's go ahead and core everything now. Time to get another achievement, which is sending to another great power 10,000 ducats. MANSA MUSA. I could spend this money on trade stations, or I could just send the money and then restart the game with these ducats, but no, I'm not gonna cheat like this. I'll send 10,000 ducats, then I'm gonna take 1% loans and start building the trade stations. And there it goes. That's the sound of the achievement being completed. So MANSA MUSA is already in our hands. So as for the loans, how much money is gonna be? Oh yeah, that's more than needed. So with this, can go ahead and of course his land, some of the diet, and then we gotta unlock the trade. I'm ending soon anyway, so just unlock them. And where do I need these buildings? I need it in all of the provinces. Just 3 of them. Easy peasy. Tick, tick, tick. But doesn't mean I cannot build more of them. I want to complete the mission tree before ending, and one of the missions requires me to... No European country has more total development than Mali. There's one that keeps expanding, and that's the Ottomans. So to handle this, I'll have to attack Tunis, which means fighting Spain again. With trade stations done, I can get controlled gold mining. It's a nonsense that you cannot get it up before Tech 14. By Tech 14, gold income is not that important. And that's also Ivory prices. That's actually fairly useful. And does it need an automatic update? And what about the other missions? We definitely have to repay the loans for them. So sick. Show a year. So I need to send a gift to the Ottomans. They love me. Why doesn't it matter? Maybe at least I need to get at least +1 from sending a gift. Yeah. 25 ducats. It doesn't matter for them. So how about we try again? You can also see that Ottomans love me because I broke my alliance with Mamluks because they got attacked by the Ottomans. So it had to happen. So Mr. Ottoman, how many ducats do you need to get modifier? 100. There it goes, that gives me improved relations for 25 years and a generous pilgrimage of Mul II, which gives us legalism, a zealot modifier. So zealot is giving. It is okay, just easier to convert. And prepare the pilgrimage. All of these modifiers. It's giving me a new pilgrimage route, which is Mul will travel to Mecca and route through Europe. Tech cost, chance of New York minus 100% institution spread, or we take this. This takes out our advisors, but gives me tech cost 1.5% and institution spread. Or take this. So I'd rather go for this with chance of the new era. I guess it will take time, but I could take this already. And the last step is to get more development than the Ottomans have, and I need to go fast before they piss out the Mamluks. The great pilgrimage, but it's... I wanted to impact Europeans, but this impacts Tunis only. So they lose 1,600 ducats, yes, but they get just 1.5 inflation. Okay, let's do that, it's fine. Because I can take 1% loans to not take anything. Okay, and they got 6,000 ducats on top of that. But how's the inflation then? Let's see. This even did not make much sense, honestly. Prestige, it's nothing. It didn't matter. 6,000 ducats for what? Piecing out Tunis, and fingers crossed this is gonna be enough to have more development than the Ottomans. It is. What's the difference? 4 development. And the West African Great Power gives me morale of armies, navies, and prestige decay until the end of the game. And these beautiful borders. Now I'm wondering if there's a chance I will get any more events from this pilgrimage. Let's wait for that. Indeed there is, because the next stop is Spain, to which I will send 6,300 ducats, and I will also 1,500 on top of that, to increase the inflation by 5. I expected more. I mean, yearly inflation reduction is probably something that's gonna hurt them more. Next step is France. I mean, these are great flavor, but look, from clicking these 3 events, I've got myself into 20,000 of debt. So who's hurting more, them or us? Because look, Spain's actually decreasing the inflation manually anyway. That's 1.6. 1.7. Okay, they're getting a lot monthly inflation. How about France? France reduced it straight to 0. But let's see if it's gonna increase over a month. 1 month tick, yes, 0.1 monthly. Next step is Venice, and for them it's gonna be 15 inflation. Screw it. Let's get us bankrupt just for the flavor. I have no idea how it's calculated, but yes, 6,000 gold for his cafe is surely only 3 inflation for them. Just reject it. I think that I'll anyway end here, guys, because I can't show you much news around this inflation. Because simply they are buying down, so maybe long term they will be behind in army technology, but all the inflation is 0. So guys, if you did enjoy this campaign, let me know by liking this video, and of course subscribe to the channel to get notified about the future content. Bye!